Listen to this daily and dominate every day motivational speech. YouTube, the biggest enemy you'll ever have to fight against is yourself. You want to change your life, you want to save more money, you want to get in shape. What's the thing that holds you back from doing any of those? It's you. You get in your own way every single time. You got to get to a point where you're tired of losing. You got to decide you're not going to be a loser anymore. You're going to be a winner. Stop letting yourself down. Stop breaking all these promises you make to yourself about how you're really going to do it this time. This is the last time I give in to that addiction. If you don't truly mean it, don't bother saying it. But if you truly do want to change, you've got to decide wholeheartedly that I will not deviate from the plan. I will stick to it no matter what happens. I will execute every day of my life on that goal, on that vision, as if my life depends on it. Stop taking your life so casually. You've got to get serious about making the changes as you want to see. Don't leave room in your life for laziness. Don't leave room for slacking off. Don't leave room for sickness. Don't leave room for excuses. Don't leave room for just this one time. No, you've got to have the mindset of a machine, and that machine cares about one thing and one thing only: executing on the goal. If it doesn't support your goals, you cut it out of your life. If you know it will help you achieve the vision, you double down on it. Discipline in your mind every single day is what leads to success. Discipline is what breaks through all the infinite excuses and reasons you come up with on why you can do it. The more you do those hard tasks, you got to facing those hard things and destroying them, executing on the mission, your daily life will get better and better. You have to reach a point where you don't let your bullshit feelings control the outcomes. You get it done, whether you want to do the work or not. You don't have time to be in your feelings. The weights won't lift themselves. The work won't complete itself. The books won't study themselves. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. And while you're sitting there thinking, hesitating, debating in your head whether you should go do it or not, you're falling behind. Get your ass up and get to work. The more you grind, the more you execute on the mission. You will separate yourself further and further from the crowd of average people who would rather spend their time coming up with reasons why they can't get it done today. You don't just work out once, study once, invest once, and change your life overnight. No, you have to be consistent. You have to never let your foot off the gas. Never stop, never quit. You have to do that thing you got to do every day of your life. You may hate it some days, but you got to do it relentlessly and know that in the end, it'll all be worth it. The sacrifices you're making today for a better tomorrow are going to pay off. But if you quit, if you let up, it's not going to happen. Stay focused and stay on track. Don't let anyone or anything pull you off the plan. You've got to stop rationalizing, stop making excuses, stop telling yourself little watered down assessments away. You're really tell yourself the truth, and the truth is that you do have the time, you have the money, you have the support, you do have the willpower and the discipline to get it done. When we're being honest with ourselves, we know that we can all do much more than what we're doing right now. We can all give more to life than what we are right now. So you got to decide with yourself that you're going to start working harder than ever. You're going to work earlier. You're going to be the last one to leave there. You're going to try harder than anyone else would. Even dare to other people will think, why would you even bother doing that much? Why do you try so hard? You're doing too much. But they won't understand. Pay no attention to them. They'll never get it because they don't have that killer mentality. When you're a killer, you keep striving for that highest level possible, and you don't stop until you get in the habit of doing more than what anyone is willing to pay you to do, because that's where success is born. It's going beyond people's expectations and amazing them. Shock the world with your results, and that work begins right now with no one looking. It's what you do in the shadows, in those early mornings, late nights, where you're grinding away on those tasks and goals. Those moments are what bring it into the light, where all eyes are on you. The price for greatness must be paid every day, and that price is discipline, sweat, suffering, enduring, consistency, and at the end of it all, you win. Most of the time, we don't have someone there to keep us in line, to make us do push-ups and give us a good swift kick in the ass when we slack off. What we have to do is we have to be our own sergeant to hold the highest standards and allow no slack. Your problem is you start something stopping you feel good. You do it, you don't feel good. You quit people who do stuff consistently, and they surpass people who talented and gifted. All men are created equal. Some just work harder. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to Support your dream. It's yours. I don't know you would die. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. If you wanted to have it, you won't have to do what I do, and that's get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to have to act like you got all the energy in the world. Why? Because it's my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It is the process of the grind that shanks you and forms you, is not the game. And that's why most of you all get beat in the K or make mistakes in the game, because you think finally is what happens when the sun comes out. You'll think right is what happened when the lights come on. You'll think right is what happens when people get in the stage. That's not crime. The real God is in the dark when nobody sees you, when nobody knows what you're doing, when you're studying without coach, when you put it in those extra rests. It's the process that makes you sweat. It has everything to do with what time you wake up. It has everything to do with how you eat. It has everything to do with how you work out, how you prepare. It has every single thing to do it. How do you think? And if you're going to be the best, the cream of the crop, you got to be it, not talk about it. It has to consume you. It has to take over you. That when I see you without even knowing you, how to be able to look at you, and from your ethos, I ought to see you're the best of the best. I don't know what you're doing. Without you saying one word, it ought to illuminate from you. Alarm clock needed my passion, wakes me up. My drive wakes me up. My determination was my ability to be doing whatever I want. It wakes me up. What wakes you up? What drives you? Why are you playing this game? Is it just a game? Or do you mean do you sleeping? Do you drink? That having possessed a game, and what will separate those of you from the rest is what you do. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. It's one thing to talk about your destiny, is one thing to dream about your justice, but it's another thing to wake up when you know you're supposed to wake up to say no to that party, saying no to Quint, when you still got 100 more shots to make saying no when your boss said stop, but you put in 50 more push-ups. You can't just talk about it. You can be all right, yep, it's tough, it's hard. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy to sacrifice. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy to buy. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I can tell you this, it will be worth the sacrifice if you can grind your way through it. Download this video and audio by becoming a member at Ben Lyon or Scott. Come Plus, get early access to all new content and hundreds of exclusive videos.